not an issue. Any whatever maybe your background, I mean you're into IT or non-IT, the Scrum Master role is mostly into the people management and handling the projects and people and the process. So that won't be a problem to all. Like anyone who wants to switch over from an non-IT or who are in the IT and they want to upskill, the Scrum Master is a very good one. I'm just sharing my screen. My name is Simha. Like I have almost 15 plus years of experience in IT and 4 to 5 years of experience as a Scrum Master. And it is small. I am presently working as a project manager and a Scrum Master. Okay. So here is a screen which I would like to talk about. Okay. So yesterday, like went through this particular thing, like where we actually, yeah. So if you're really, are into IT field and if you're bored of coding or if you're bored of, supporting the application or in the process, or you are somewhere in the IT and you got stuck there and you are not able to either, get promoted or you are stuck in the career path. Okay. Or you're if you're from a non-IT background, but you want to switch over to IT background, come to Scrum Master. Okay. This will be very good, you can scale up easily. Okay. So yesterday, like we have discussed, like before we going to Scrum Master role, first of all, you should understand Scrum, and before you understand the Scrum, first of you should understand like how the projects are being delivered in the IT. Okay, that what we have discussed yesterday. Okay, so we have clearly, I mean, had a discussion on how actually the traditional way of projects were delivered. We have this waterfall method. Okay, waterfall way of delivering the IT projects, that is like one after another. Like how a water falls on a particular, if you go to any of the waterfalls, you see, right, jumping from one height to another height, something like that. If you can correlate here also, from one step to another step, it's going to happen. So in IT, like first we take the requirements, then we take the specifications, then we take the design, then we implement it. Okay, I mean, we code it or we do something, and then we are going to test it, and later we go for the release of that particular product, and we do the maintenance. So these are all step-by-step process, which is going to happen one after another. So the next step is going to happen only when if the previous step is completed. Okay, that means the second step is going to wait only the first step is completely done. Okay, or the third step is going to start only when the first and second are done. So in that way, like there is a lot of dependency and there is no way of going back. Okay, so always there is a delay, okay, until unless the previous steps are completed, you can't go ahead. Okay, it is something like that. So this is one of the disadvantage in the waterfall model because you need to wait a longer time. The resources who have been allocated here will wait till their time comes, okay, till their particular piece of work comes into their queue. Okay, they are going to wait for that. A lot of resources going to waste, a lot of time is going to waste, a lot of cost to the company, and lot many things. But you can ask me, like, see, the agile concept has come in just 5 to 10 years back. Like, why? And before that, there was a waterfall method. Everything was happening in the waterfall way. Like, why all of a sudden, why are people are moving to this particular agile? Okay, there are certain drawbacks, and because of these drawbacks, they have so like it is a 10 years back or before that, but the process continued long before that. Okay. There people were trying to find out an alternative for this one. They're trying to see like how they can deliver the projects very fastly. Okay. See, if you see the development, previously, like for a particular product has technically savvy, any gadget, if it has to come to the market, it used to take a lot of time, right? So, but nowadays, like you see, for every 1 or 2 weeks, you see one product coming with good features. Or within your mobile, you can see a new feature coming up, all of a sudden within 1 week or 2 weeks. Today, they will be releasing one update, and the next week, there will be another update. Okay, you can see a faster competition is happening in between the the giants in the market giants, and because there is a lot of a requirement. It could be whatever it is. So the companies are trying hard to deliver their particular features very fast in the market, and they want to be in the market, and then they are trying to have their share in the market. So Agile is going to be helpful in this particular, way of delivering the project. So that's why, this was started long back, and we were discussing about the history of the how the Agile came into picture, and how uh, like that also, like we have discussed in year 1993, the first it's the first year of Scrum, we can say, like where they have implemented this in 1993. They have drawn this particular concept called the new product development game. From there, like they have drawn the concepts, okay, where Takeuchi Nonaka, okay, they compared the new approaches, whatever they thought, like with a game called rugby, right? Okay, so there is a game called rugby. Rugby, like we don't play in India, but outside the India, like rugby is one of the game like where most of the people do play, and they see, the ball, whichever is there in the middle, like they the opponents see that it doesn't go into the opponent's game, okay, and the ball is going to move back and forth. If they are going to do any forward, okay, if they are going to play falsely, then the umpire is going to come, and the referee is going to come, stop the game and start again. So from here, the starting the game once again, or moving the ball from back and forth. So looking from here, the particular references have been taken, and they have started this making use of this term called Scrum. Okay, so it evolved from this particular game called rugby. Okay, and the process of starting the game over once again, if you do a little bit wrong in the game, is called a scrummage. Okay, that is called a scrummage. You can Google it and find it out. So the scrum is derived from there. Okay, so what they have done, so in 1995, they have introduced this paper. I mean, like they will be, first of all, creating all the necessary guidelines, and they will be writing this particular paper, and the paper is called as Scrum Development Process, and the your Jeff Sutherland and Ken Shower. These two people are our gods. Okay, if you are a Scrum Master after 25 days or 20 days, you should have a photo of these two people, because these two people are responsible for changing the world. Okay, now these two people have presented in the one of the conference called UPSLA, Object Oriented Programming Systems and Language Applications. Okay, in Texas, they have presented this particular paper, 1995. Why I'm stressing this one? Because these people are the actual people who are responsible for the Scrum. Okay, they do have their own Scrum, certifications. We will say later. We will talk about that. So in 2001, they have introduced this Agile Manifesto. Okay, what they have done is, there were 15 people who were, uh, they were in a 15 associates who got together in Snowball, Utah. Okay, in US, and they have written this Agile Manifesto. Okay. And in 2002, they formed the Scrum Alliance organization in 2002. So in 2001, they all met together and formed the guidelines, like how to practice that, how to make use of these principles, and all that were all discussed in the Agile Manifesto guide. Okay. And they have, uh, 2002, like they formed this organization. Okay. And 2014, they have presented a paper called how the value of the Scrum to the organization. That means, like they want to showcase like how this Scrum could bring a value to the organization if they implement this. Okay, and 2016 they formed the first scalable Scrum. Okay, so in 2017 we have got our Scrum guide. Okay, 2020, the first Scrum guide that we got is 2017, and the later versions we have, 2020 is the second latest version, and which are using now. Okay, so this is all about the history of this Scrum. Okay, this looks good, very good, everyone. Like, it's a brief history. Okay, and yesterday we were discussing on two things. Okay, if anyone was there or if not there, we were discussing on one scenario. I will take just 5 minutes on that one, not more than that, and I will ask some a little interactive question so that you will understand the concept, what is happening, and okay. Sure. So be with me and try to understand the process. So I have taken a scenario where her mother was in the house, and she asked her kid to cook the food or the dish, and no, she forgot the mobile in the home and she went away. Okay, and she was given instructions to cook, like how to cook and all. In another scenario, the mother she said her kid to cook and she was in the house. Okay. So in the scenario one, she left the home and she forgot the mobile also, and there was no way for the kid to talk to her and ask her if there is any doubt and all. Okay, so there is no way. So in this situation, what the kid has done is he has tried to recollect. Okay, he recollected what to cook. He had some doubts like which he asked someone in nearby home or with the friends or whoever nearby, or he has seen the YouTube and try to find the recipe. Okay, and he prepared the instruction or the food is ready and the food ready. Food is ready. The dish is ready. Uh, and it is ready to be served. Okay. Now in the same way, in the scenario two, he has he was ready to take. He took the instructions from her mother, but the mother was with him or her. Okay. But whenever he got a doubt, instead of referring to the YouTube or referring to any other person, he asked directly to the mother or to the parent. Okay. Now, as per her instructions, he went, he tried preparing the scoop dishes. And whenever he had some doubt in the taste and all, like he gave that back to her mother or his mother, and uh, when she gave the feedback, okay, that is like the particular salt is more, or like you need to increase the spiciness, something like that. Then he adjusted the ingredients and made the food. So my question here, maybe once again to you, all of you, like where in which scenario you see the food is going to be very nice? You can speak or you can put it in the chat.
Um,
Two scenario two from my end.
Sunil, okay. Vamshi, you were saying.
uh, from my side also second scenario.
Okay, okay, okay. Yes, anyone who wants to try? Okay, fine. Maybe like you may be thinking about that. There is nothing complex here, only the simple thing. Because there was someone beside you, or there was someone who was inspecting you, there was someone who was seeing what you are doing. There is a lot of visibility in your cooking. Okay, there is a lot of feedback that was happening, and you are able to cook properly. You are able to adapt to that particular feedback. Okay, adjust your steps to the food. The second scenario seems to be no, I no, you will be getting a very good dish out of the second scenario, right? So your whatever who people like what your guest is correct, the scenario two is going to give you a good food, good dish. Okay. So what we learn from here is like there is lot a transparency is involved. Transparency in the sense he was showing like what he was doing. Okay. He was asking the feedback. Okay. He was working on that particular feedback and he was rectifying. Okay. So have you ever come across this type of situation in your daily life? Did it happen to you any time in your life? Did it happen? Where you were working on something, you went wrong, you went and asked for something, you got a suggestion, you click, you did it again, and you were able to give good result. That it did it happen anyway?
Yes.
Yes,
It's
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
daily
yes.
it will happen in IT
It,
industry.
yes, that means you are almost you have in when we unknowingly or knowingly have this agile way of working in our lives, and we don't know that. Okay, so that's what if by the inherent principles or the values that the agile has, which are these are being taken from our daily life itself. Okay, now when we come across those principles and values, you will understand like how they have taken from our life. Okay, these are being taken the reference from our life itself. Okay, so the one good thing about here is if there is any feedback, if there is something transparency or adaptation or any whatever it is, you will be able to deliver a very good thing. Okay, to whatever you will be able to meet the expectations. Okay, so I can correlate something like in our childhood, like when we were going for a tuition, if there are suppose let us say 10 to 15 members and you are sitting somewhere in the corner and teacher didn't notice you, you used to write whatever you want, you used to be do whatever you want, and if the teacher didn't ask you, like you would have gone somewhere, be not in the eyes of the teacher, and by that, what would happen? Would have scored less, and the parents would be wondering like, why? I mean, why paying this much, and even the tuition is not, teacher is not able to provide good result. That should be, that could be one of the thing that parents would have got. Okay, but if the teacher had made you to sit beside him or her and gave the problems, saw how you are working on it, and later if she has given you the feedback, probably you would have put much more efforts, and would have learned much more better way. Okay, the result would have been something different. So these type of things do happen, and these are more, if there are more, if this is more frequent, then you would be doing it very nicely. Okay, so like that's what we have discussed yesterday. And what happens in the Agile waterfall model, we don't have this feedback part. Okay, so we don't take the feedback, we keep on doing it, and if there is something else wrong, okay, we need to start right on the starting point, right? So that is one of the disadvantages in the waterfall model. It is a linear sequential model and a very complex one, whereas Agile is going to be very subtle in nature. So it is an iterative approach. Okay, I will come across what is iterative in the next classes. So in each iteration, in each cycle is going to be 1 to 4 weeks. So it is not going to be for a longer period of time like waterfall till 6 months or 1 year. It is going to be within shorter duration, and you will be able to deliver the project or the few features of the project, not whole product or not whole project, but at least few features of the product, and you will be able to add on it, give on adding on it, and you will get the product at the end. Okay. So we have lot many things under Agile. We have Scrum, we have Kanban, we have extreme programming, crystal clear, FDD, Lean, but we will be concentrating more only on Scrum. Okay. So Agile is a methodology. It's like an umbrella. It covers all the things, and Scrum is a part that we are going to concentrate on it. Okay. So that's what till then, like we have gone through. Okay. And what someone was having a doubt, like, what will a Scrum Master do now? Okay, that's good. But the whole training is about Scrum and Scrum Master training. We came to know, okay, something about Scrum. What does the Scrum Master do? Okay, now the Scrum Master is, I have just correlated with the scenario to here. Where what I will do is I will have another person in the middle of the parent and the kid. Okay, that kid could be a cousin to the kid who is cooking, okay, or a brother or a small sister, whoever it is, a third person being in between the mother or the parent and the kid. Okay, so if the kid who is cooking is doing his part, but somehow he's stuck at some point and he is not able to convey the message to the parent, okay, or if that kid is very shy and is afraid of the parent and he is not able to do the same, communicate that, okay. Or if there is something like, let us say, one of the spice is not present and he's not able to get because he has to meet the timeline of cooking and he has to cook it within the time, then the third person, whoever is there, like he has to take care of what he actually needs, right? So that is the role of the third person, and that role in the what I can say is a Scrum Master role, something like that. So what he will do is he's the one who communicates. Okay, he does it happen in your life? I mean, we can't speak to, because there is a manager, let us say, and we have some problem with one other thing. Okay, there will be another guy who is very close to the manager, and he will convey that to the manager. Or in our households also, we see lot many times we don't speak to uh, our parents or our uncles and aunts, but someone from our cousins, they go and speak to him and solve the issue and come back. So these type of things do happen. So inherently we have these abilities. We know how to deal with the people. We know we are the better communicators. Okay, we are better. Same way the Scrum Master is also should be a very good communicator. He is a good communicator altogether. He should not be. He is a good communicator. He he needs to be a good facilitator, and yeah, he will be a good agile coach. Okay, he will be training the people on the agile methodologies. Okay, if there are new joinees, like they are not aware of what to how to proceed in this particular agile, then he will be coaching them on that. He will be providing the support to the team. Okay, he will see like there are no blockers. team blockers are not present. Team blockers mean the sense, as I said, let us say like you're working in IT industry and you have some issue with the database team. They are not providing you the database in time and it is delaying your work. Now you will intimate to the Scrum Master saying that, my problem is this and I'm not able to go ahead. And this is a blocker to me. Then the Scrum Master is going to, resolve that issue, go to that particular team, contact whoever is needed and raise a ticket to those team or do something on that and work around that and try to see that is the issue is resolved very soon. So that is one of the he removes the blocker. Even who uses reporting tools. Okay, there are so many reporting tools. He reports to the managers, he reports to the team, he reports to the product owner. There is another role called the product owner, and he maintains. He reports everything. Okay, he takes care of the tools maintenance part. He protects the team. At the same time, he is the one who safeguards the team. Okay, so if you are going to become a Scrum Master, you should have all these roles. You will be doing that unknowingly or knowingly. You will be doing that. Okay, so make sure that uh, your way of working should be aligned in this ways. Okay, so that's what actually the Scrum Master does. So he helps the team, he helps the management, he helps the organization. Okay, so that's what he actually is going to do. Any questions here? Any questions?
No.
So, okay, fine. Any questions you can raise? So what actually I'm expecting out of you? See, my vision is my clarity, like what I would like to give it to you. Okay. Very good. Thank you so much. I want. So what I'm expecting from you, it is not my expecting, but if you are like this, probably it will be helpful to your learning. And when you become a Scrum Master, that will be more helpful to you. I want you to be more participative. There is nothing wrong in it. Asking questions is okay. If I know, I will be able to explain. Or if I don't know, like I will try to learn from somewhere and I try to explain it to you. I want you to talk more. There is nothing wrong in talking unless you are disturbing someone. Talking more is not real issue. You should communicate more in these classes. Okay. Be proactive, a little bit proactive for these 20-25 days. Okay. Try to learn collectively. Okay. So that is what actually I'm expecting from you people. Okay, don't sit idle because like we have paid and that person is trainer is going to anyhow teach and we are going to listen to the classes. Won't may help. I won't say it is not going to help, but if you are a little involved in these particular training sessions, you will understand the um, sessions more clearly, the concepts more clearly. Am I correct? Is my expectations correct, or I'm expecting more than from you? Hope you will be active, participating, and talking more and doing. Okay. Yes, good. Thank you so much. Because you're a Scrum Master, you should not. Someone says like, "I have a problem. Can you talk to the manager?" Then you shouldn't say like, "I don't talk too much. How can I talk to the manager?" No, I can't solve the issue. No. If you want to become a Scrum Master, you should be in a position to talk to anyone on that particular issue. Try to solve them, mail them, bug them, whatever you can do. You should do and try to solve the issues. Okay. So that's what actually I want to convey here. Just be whenever you have a doubt, talk. Okay, unmute yourself, ping in the chat section, do something and try to be involved. Okay. So let us take this to, there are actually in the Agile, we have 12 principles and 4 values. Okay. So we are going to cover these 12 principles and 4 values today. Okay. And you will understand like why we are doing this one and how it is going to help, in the project implementations. Okay. So before a small history, as I said, in 2001, a group of experienced software people, they were collectively, participating differently from the classic waterfall methodology. Okay. So these people came up with Agile Manifesto. Okay. that documented their shared beliefs about how a modern software development process should operate. So they were working on this particular Agile manifesto, and they documented their beliefs. Okay, that means like they thought like how this could help, how this particular bill process, this mindset is going to help them and all like that. They formulated certain principles and all. So what they have stressed is the collaboration over documentation, self-organization rather than rigid management practices, okay, and the ability to manage constant change rather than being locked in a rigid waterfall mill. Okay, so okay, now you may not understand these three things as of now. As you progress towards the principles and values, probably you will understand this. Okay, so we will go with the principles. Okay, the 12 principles are the based on this Agile manifesto. So are you with me now? Shall we start with the 12 principles? Raise your hands or thumbs up, or okay, fine, whatever. Yep, thank you so much. Very nice, thank you. Very nice, thank you. So here we are not going to just read out the 12 principles and show it on the PowerPoint and do it. No, we are going to discuss the whole teaching in the Scrum is going to be discussing on each and every line which is there in the Agile manifesto as well as in the Scrum guide. Okay, am I clear? So each and every word which is there in the Scrum guide, as I said, Scrum guide which was released in 2017, the first version, the latest in 2020, in the second part. Okay, so we will take the 2021, the latest one. Okay, so there we are going to go by each and every word, discuss everything, and we'll understand the concepts, and then only like we are going to become a good Scrum master. Unless we understand how the process is going in a particular Scrum, okay, how the activities are going in a Scrum, you can't implement that, or neither you can become a good Scrum master. That's what I want to stress here. Okay, so be with me and let's understand this one. Okay. The 12 principles, like we'll go with few of the principles today and later tomorrow, few principles. Right. Our highest priority, the first one, our highest priority is to satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. Okay. Please try to understand each and our highest priority. Okay, is to satisfy the customer. Very good. So when a customer comes to you, let us say like you are a shop owner, if a particular customer is coming to you, your highest priority is to satisfy the customer. That's right. You have to satisfy the customer. He has come for something to do business with you, and you need to satisfy the customer. But how you have to satisfy the customer? Through the early and continuous delivery of valuable software. Now, because we are in IT field, okay, our product is going to be the software. Okay. So how it should be delivered? It should be early as well as continuous. Okay, hope you got it. Early in the sense, let us take an example. See, I told we are in the IT field. I will take an example which is quite relevant to in our daily life. Let us take, we are running one shop. Okay, we have one small business or a shop or whatever business it is. We are owning a shop. A customer has come and he asked for, let us say, I'm doing this, let us say, one small retail shop, Kirana type of thing. Okay, where the customer comes and asks for soap. Okay, let us say like he wants a soap. What do you have to do now? Because that particular has come, you have to satisfy the customer and you have to give the product whatever he wants in within few minutes, right? You can't expect him to stay for half an hour and give a small soap and say, no, that is done. Are you okay and happy? No, that particular customer will not be happy. He will not be satisfied at all. Let us take another example where two customers have come now. Okay. Two customers have come now and they have asked for soap. The first customer who has come first, you didn't even, you didn't even ask him like what he wants. Okay. You kept him standing and waiting like that, and you gave the second customer within 5 minutes, you gave the particular product and you sent him away. Do you feel the first customer is going to come back to your shop once again? Will he come? Or if you are a customer, will you go to that shop once again? Yes, Anjushna, no. Anyone vocally wants, can anyone say, or will you go as a customer to that shop and ask for, I want? Definitely no. Yes, exact. So anyone, like if the particular shopkeeper is taking a lot of time and if he's not giving the priority to you, and if he's giving priority to something else, okay, then you will be, feel rejected and you won't go there because you're not being satisfied because the businessman didn't make an attempt to satisfy your this thing. Okay, you are paying for it, right? You are paying the money, you are giving him whatever that is required to buy the product, yet you are not getting the what you are actually expecting out of that. So you are wasting your time and everything. So the customer won't go if his priorities or whatever are not being met, and if there is no in the IT field, you can say the continuous delivery of valuable software. Okay, then why you are saying a continuous? See, the customer is coming, but why it is said as a continuous? Because in Agile, we won't deliver everything at one shot. Okay. Let us say today, like you have went to an IT company and asked for a mobile, what he will do is he will say, okay, sir, we will not give all the mobile at one shot. We will try to develop the mobile first, okay, then add one feature, then after that we'll add another feature. So every week we are going to add one feature and we'll give a continuous delivery so that, okay, you will be in the market and you will get the customers required. I mean, whoever is going to buy that, okay. So because of that, the word continuous delivery is being stressed here. So the first principle is the highest priority is to satisfy the customers, very good, through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. We should not make them wait. We should not have a delivery after a year, okay, which does not meet the competition in the market, okay. So that's one first principle, okay. Next, did you understand this particular principle, sir? Are you with me? First principle. Good. Yes, from Shikishna. I think you are the only customer who is responding continuous. Thank you so much. Okay, next, second. Welcome changing requirements even late in the development. Okay. Agile processes harness change for the customer's competitive advantage. See, one thing I would like to highlight here, there are 12 principles in your interviews. Okay. No one is going to ask you to mention all the 12 principles. Okay. So beware of that. So you need not mug up and write it somewhere in the bold things and try to mug it up. No. So you need not worry about that. But if you have understood this, okay, that will be automatically stored in your memory and you can recollect. Before going to the interview, you can just go through it and you will understand easily. But not necessary that you should understand, you should by heart all the 12 principles and no one is going to ask. Okay. To be frank, at least one or two they may be asking you, but it's all the 12 principles will not be, it will not be asked and you need not mug it up or you need not remember everything. Fine. Right. Good. So welcome changing requirements even late in the development. What does it mean? So in waterfall model, when the development has started, can you accept the changing requirements in the middle of the development process? Can you do that?
No, in waterfall, we cannot do that.
We cannot do that. Yes, because everything is freezed. Okay, the requirement is freezed. The specifications are freezed. Design is freezed. Now everyone are working on their coding part, and now the customer is coming and asking you, "Come on, please implement this one." How can you do that? Okay. Again, they have to start from the design part again, do the and yes, and so like it's going to take a lot of time. Here, Agile says contradictory to that. Even it is late. Okay, in the development you have started, even it is late, you have to welcome that changing requirements. Okay, that's so good about that. Why? Because the customer is going to is funding you. Okay, he has a knowledge how it is going, how the market is as of now, and what the people are expecting out of his product. And if you want something new to be implemented, and as an organization or as a business person, if you can implement his needs, then he will be more happy, right? So he's going to come back to you once again. And then that way the business grows. At the same time, the client or the person or the customer, whoever is coming to you, okay, he will be in the market and he will be having the profit at the same time. So that makes an one win-win situation, right? So in that way, Ajay says, even if it is late in the development, you have to welcome the changing requirements. Okay. So that's what it is going to harness the change for the customer's competitive advantage. That's how they are going to take the advantages of the customer's competitive advantage. As an organization, you have to, if you are following this agile manifesto or agile methodology, you will be able to, deliver much fastly with the changing requirements, and you will be in a competitive advantage. So let us say today, like iPhone or any other Samsung, they are in the market and doing well. If there is another company, let us say tomorrow you are starting another mobile company and you want to have good features, and that particular IT people are not allowing you, then you will be lost in the market. You will be not able to go ahead, right? Instead, if the IT company, if they are ready to take and work on it as soon as you give the requirements and change the requirements, you'll be in the market and have advantage. So that's what the second point says. Okay. Okay. So next one, third one, deliver working software frequently. Okay. From a couple of weeks to a couple of months with a preference to the shorter time cycle. Okay, got it. What does it mean? You have to deliver software frequently. What type of software, sir? It is a working software. Okay. When you say working software, that means it should be. It's not like a dummy thing where you just showcase your mobile phone, the image of the mobile phone, and say like it's going to work like that. No, you have to show like how actually your mobile going to work. Okay, and this could range from a couple of weeks to couple of months. Okay, and with preference to shorter time cycle. So within the shorter time cycle, you should be able to deliver your software, and that too frequently. That's what it says. You should not delay. You should not make a late. Okay, you should do it very fastly. So that is what actually Agile says about. So tomorrow, if you are working in a IT company, okay, your IT company, if it is able to adapt this process, then it will be in the market, or else it is going to go. Okay, that's what happened to Nokia, right? Anyone recollect having used Nokia phones? You or your family members previously in 2000?
Yes.
What happened to Nokia? Why it is not in the market now?
The software
Because
is
it was
not
not.
updated.
Sure.
According to
Thanks.
market.
Yes. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Thanks for that. Thanks for participating. So because they were not able to adapt to that. They were the iOS has come and these people are not able to take your Android versions, and they were working on something different. And by the time I see in TEDx, like we have seen, if you can go through YouTube and see like why Nokia failed, you see it says like they were interested on those type of the same type of mobile feature phones, okay, where at the same time Motorola or Samsung were working on delivering high quality cameras. Okay, where at that time the Nokia didn't implement having the cameras also. So they were not able to upgrade themselves. Okay, they were not able to deliver. They were not able to meet the expectations of the customer. That was one of the biggest problems. So if you are in a competitive world, you should make sure that you are running with as per the expectations of the customer, otherwise you will be left behind. Okay, so if you are in the IT industry, if you want to run, you should upskill yourself. Okay, try to move. Okay, Let's- okay, utilize this time to learn something new and upskill. Okay, go ahead in the career path. But Scrum Master is that good, right? We'll stop at the fourth one and we'll talk about the next topic, which I'm going to say because most of this is second class, and I would like to highlight on the Scrum part because most of the people were worrying, like not worrying, but they want to understand like what actually is in the Scrum. So I want to explain that in 10 to 15 minutes and close. So the fourth one is business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. That's what actually is expected out of this. So the business people who have a knowledge on the business or who have given the requirements to you, okay, they and the developers, the persons who are working on that particular project, who are coding it, who are testing it, or who are implementing that, they should collaboratively work together. Okay, it's not like you have given me the requirements, you go and I will do my work and come back. It's not happen. It's not like it should be like a scenario two of the cooking part where you are given a work and you will be doing and you will be showcasing to that to the person who has given to you, and later you will be working on those feedback and go back to him and ask if it is good or not. So this type of collaborative work should be there. That's what is expected. So the business people and the developers must work together. Must work in the sense what? Doesn't mean that the business people should come and sit beside the developer, sit beside him, see and what is coding. No. It means that whenever a developer has certain doubt, okay, he should be given an opportunity to talk to the business people and understand the needs. At the same time, business people, if they have any doubt on what these people are working, they should be interacted. They should be given a chance to work with the developers and see how they are progressing. Okay, so they should not be secluded. They should not be away from one another. Okay, they should collaboratively work together throughout the project. It's not that for one time and okay, done. No, till the particular product is in the market, they should collaboratively work. Okay. Hope you got. Any questions here?
No.
Good.
Hi,
Okay.
Simha. I have one question regarding the scope of this course. Actually, I don't want to go at this profile. I don't want to adopt as a Scrum Master, but I'm working as a QA. So,
Mhm.
as a quality analyst, actually, one or two question from this field was frequently asked, like what is Scrum, what you are doing
Mhm.
in Scrum, how your company is adopting
Yes.
Scrum.
Mhm.
So they guys are asking this type of question. So after doing
Right.
this, will I be able to answer those questions? Like what is
Yes, exactly. Exactly. This is going to be, very helpful to you. Why? Because if you understand these particular events, what is happening in the Scrum, how the people deliver the projects, okay, in your testing field or whatever, this is going to be an added advantage to you, feather in your cap, and later you can also shadow your Scrum Master if needed.
Mhm.
In that way, this is going to help. You can easily upskill. And whatever testing you are doing, okay, if you are able to clearly, communicate in the Scrum Master way, that's going to be advantage to you.
Okay.
You need not be a Scrum Master, not required, but knowing all these type of things will really help you in future.
Yes, that's
And at
what.
the same time in the interviews, right?
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. This is very comprehensive. Actually, there are 2 days training which goes on and no one teaches about nothing. I mean, uh, it's mostly in 2 days you won't learn anything, but these people are going to give training somewhere, and that won't help you in any way. That's what, like, this is a little comprehensive which we have designed, and that's why, like, we are taking was 20 days time, because to understand the concept, to implement any of these things, okay, uh, we have come up with this particular tenure or this months. Okay, fine. So what actually another thing? Like to show one more thing. Okay. I just stop the screen share. I will just show you once again.
Is this the second class?
Yes, this is the second class.
Hey, Simha, one
Yes,
question
please.
can I ask?
Yes, please.
So this Scrum is a tool where we can add all the different phases, or how it is?
Sorry, I didn't get which phases.
No, all the related to the project where we can where we can identify when it is completed, or how it is.
Yeah, okay. I will give me 2 minutes. I'm just explaining. Okay, I will share the
Okay.
screen and with you. Okay, 1 minute. So your doubts will be clear. Okay, fine. So in the market, we actually have two types of certification for Scrum Master. Okay. So one is CSM, another one is PSM. Okay. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
So here the PSM is from scrum.org and the CSM is from Scrum Alliance. Okay. And the pass percentage is 75 here. Okay. And it is multiple choice question. Here also multiple choice questions. Here the CSM is given by the training partner, authorized training partner from CSM. Okay. But the validity is 2 years. That's one of the disadvantage for CSM. But the PSM is lifetime validity. Okay. So that is one thing which I would like to share. So always prefer for PSM. Okay. Professional Scrum Master training. Okay. So this is scrum.org. Yes.
Um, is there any huge difference between CSM or PSM?
Yes. Yes. A huge difference in the
Okay.
sense the way of exam point of view, it's everything is same. Okay.
Okay.
There is no change in that. The only thing is the validity part, like we are concerned, because we pay almost $200 for writing the exam. 200 in the sense how much? If you take 80,
Wait.
80 rupees, it is going to
16.
16,000 almost.
16.
16,000 you are paying, and for after 2 years, if it is not valid, what is the mean? What's the meaning?
Yeah.
That's what. So what we do is actually we prefer. I mean, generally, as Indians, like we recommend for PSC. Okay. Okay, fine. So
Thank you.
yeah, fine, Naresh. Thank you. So the Scrum actually works on this type of framework. See here, we have, you may not understand now what are these backlogs, increment, whatever, but I will say, so this is our product backlog. Backlog means the list of items which are required to have a per product. Let us say if you are building a laptop, this is a laptop, then you will you will note down all the items which are required to create that particular laptop. Okay. It could be power cord, it could be motherboard, or it could be whatever. You will be listing on down all. Okay. This you will be creating a product backlog. From there, you will be taking few of the items and you will be working for 1 to 2 weeks. Now, 1 to 2 weeks is called as an event. Okay. That is called as a sprint in the Scrum. Okay. So that event is called as a sprint of for 1 to 2 weeks, or it could be for 4 weeks also, but we will take only for 2 weeks at max. In some companies, they take 4 weeks. So in the 2 weeks, you will be working on few of the items which are listed in the sprint backlog. Okay, that is called as a sprint, and from there you'll be working on the sprint backlogs. Okay, from the sprint backlog, the developers, testers are going to work on it for 2 weeks, and daily you will have one meeting called as a daily scrum. Okay, so in the daily scrum, we will be discussing on so many things, okay, which will come in the course, okay, and what is discussed and everything will be coming to know. Okay, once 2 weeks are over, okay, we will have another two events, a sprint review and retrospective, that we will discuss again. And at the end, we will have the product. Okay, that could be a product altogether, or it could be a small features. So if you can't deliver whole laptop at one end, okay, you can deliver few of the things, right? At least a screen with a notepad. That is one feature they can deliver. Later they can develop installation of packages, something like that. So this is how actually within the short duration you are able to deliver certain small features to the customer. Okay, that's why our frequent delivery is going to happen in agile methodology. Okay, so this is a Scrum framework. I don't know who wrote this Scrum methodology. It's agile methodology with the Scrum framework. Okay, so don't get confused. Methodology is different and Scrum framework is different. Okay. So we are actually, there are a few roles. Okay, I would like to say what are the roles. I will just show the screen once again to you. So, yes, any questions you have till you can ask.
I have previously I haven't joined the class. They said this is the first class, so that's why I have joined today. So
Okay.
is there any topics explained in the previous class? Can I learn
No,
that?
we were just talking about the product, sorry, the waterfall method and Scrum Master. And today we have started on the Agile principles. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay,
in Scrum Master, actually, we have three roles altogether in a Scrum framework. Okay. Just
okay,
explaining on that.
okay. So again, can I get that class recording?
Yes, yes. You can ping the
Okay,
DURGASOFT team and they will be giving you.
okay, sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, so there are actually three roles in the Scrum. One is Scrum Master role, another one is Product Owner, okay, and another is Development team, okay. So these three roles will are the persons like whom the Scrum Master is going to interact with, okay. So he has to interact with the Scrum team. He has to work with the developer. The Scrum team whole is Product Owner, Scrum Master, and the Development team. So with all these three, the whole thing is going to work, and Scrum Master is the one who facilitates all the things here, okay. So tomorrow, if you become a Scrum Master, you have to, there are actually all the roles, everything, the guidelines for how the roles should be, who are accountable for what, everything will be the Scrum guide. So everything will be discussed in clearly, all the roles, all the responsibilities, the events in the Scrum, and everything will be discussed as per the. So these are the 5 events in the Scrum. Okay, the whole thing is called as a sprint. Okay, sprint is a container event. Container event in the sense like, so let us say the next December we are getting Christmas. Christmas is a sprint, is a container event. If you say Deepavali, it's a Sankranti, you say, then it's a event of 3 to 4 days, right? So that is a container event. If you say Ramzan, it's a 1 month. So again, it's a Navaratri, you say 9 days, it's a container event. The sprint is also a 9 days. Sprint is also a container event. It could be for 1 month or it could be for lesser months. Okay. So we have few events like sprint planning, daily scrum, sprint review, and sprint retrospective. So how to conduct those events? Who are accountable for how much duration? What should be the takeaways from these particular things? How to organize those things? Everything will be discussed as per the Scrum guide. Okay, so all the things we are going to discuss. What are the techniques that are being used? What text we need to adopt, and which is the best technique, and what tools you will be using to either to estimate or either to track or to see the progress, and everything will be discussed in the upcoming classes. So that's it. Actually, I think we have discussed today the 4 principles of the Agile methodology. Tomorrow, like we will be going with another 4, okay, and at the same time we will also discuss on the start on the Scrum guide. Okay, so I will give you a link on how to download the Scrum guide. Once you download the Scrum guide, we are going to discuss on how the events happen and what are the roles, responsibilities, activities which are held in the Scrum. Okay, any doubts here? What is the certification cost? PSM is 2000, sorry, $200. Actually, till October 15th, it was, sorry, till October 30th, it was $150, but now it has increased to $200. Okay.
And the concepts are the same for PSM and CSM, right?
Your voice is not audible. Who may I know who is speaking? Teja, yes?
Teja.
Yes. Sorry, can you come again?
The concepts in the both PSM and CSM are same, right?
Yeah, same.
Okay, thank you.
See, we have two gods, right? Who are those? Jeff Sutherland and Ken Schaber. One has formed the Scrum Alliance, another has formed Scrum.org. Okay, so those two people are the gods who just had their own this thing. That's it. So everything is same. Anything is.
Okay, thank you. And
Okay.
is there any one more question? And this is related to my profession. So I'm working.
Can you be a little louder? You are away from, I think, from the thing.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
See, I'm working as an operations manager, Simha. So
Very nice.
From past 12 years onwards. So now I'm planning to. It's a non-technical. It's not an technical wise. But
Yes.
now I'm planning to move as an project manager technical. So is
Exactly.
it possible once the certification
Yes.
is done?
Absolutely, it's going to be possible. It is going to help you a lot in your career path. Scrum.
Okay.
Adajat, yes. It's going to be very helpful to you.
Thank you so much. So if I have any doubts or I can reach out to you, right? So,
Yes, we will be in the class. We can.
okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. I think they have given you the payment link, and all those who want to register, they get registered. Probably the third class, it's going to be free, but after that, it's going to be in a paid class. So just want to make sure that you are getting registered to this same thing. Okay, before we start. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Good. So yeah, Google through the Scrum, the Scrum Masters in the Naukri. Try to find out how much is the salaries. You will see wonder. I mean, you will be paid. You will be paid very high. I mean, once you come into this. Okay. I mean, I see. This all depends on how you prepare yourself, how you will be in the shoes of a Scrum Master. That will help you. Okay. So be active, be proactive, be communicative, be curious to know something and try to learn. We can do it. Okay. So all the best. Actually, I have another class coming up. So yes, Vikram, please go ahead.
Yeah. Can you please tell what is in a sprint image, right? 8 hours, 15 minutes, like that.
Yes.
Before image.
Yes,
What
those
was
are
that?
the events. Those are the events in the Scrum. Okay. Those are the events which happen, which you should, as a Scrum Master, facilitate those for those number of hours or for those number of days or whatever it is. And how you should do that, everything will be discussed as per the Scrum guide in the class. Okay.
Could you please explain tomorrow about that?
Explanation, giving an overview won't help you because unless you understand in detail everything, I can explain to you. They will say like this is going to be 8 hours. Then what you will understand? Going to so I mean, what I want to convey here is it's not about the slide. You can get the Google, you can get this particular image from the Google itself, but does it add any value unless you know the intricacies or the inside of what is happening here? No, right? That's all. But I will explain everything, not an issue. But see, each and everything is a big discussion altogether. That's what actually the Scrum Master is all about.
Okay. After
You should
explaining the
adapt.
inside concepts, can you explain this all this?
Yeah, after the Agile thing, we'll go with the Scrum, and that is going to be a super discussion altogether. That's what I want you to be, more listening. You will enjoy the discussion. I mean, that's what. Because you will be as a Scrum Master, right? And you should understand each and everything. You should understand. Okay, fine, good.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much. We'll meet tomorrow at same time. Okay.
Thank you, Simha. Have a
Thank
nice
you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
We have to go. Yeah, I will upload the PPT. The video recordings are going to be there. And as soon as I complete one of the particular this thing, I will upload all the PPTs over there. So in the shared drive, you will be getting the shared drive access by the Durgasoft people, and they are going to share to you. Not an issue. You can access it.
Yeah, okay, sir.
I think this is for after only the paid part is done, they will be providing. So that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.